What is up? It's your girl Becky, and we are back for another urban sketch venture, but this time we're gonna do our very first ever Plein Airpril adventure. Plein Airpril is a challenge/event organized by this group online called Warrior Painters. And they're a really cool group. They do a lot of plein air, they do a lot of sketching in urban environments and also in nature. What's happening this month is that we as an online community are going to sketch every day for 30 days. I know, that's a lot, but we're gonna try and do the thing, and I'll take you on the adventure with me. Plein Airpril has 4 themes. There is earth, fire, water, wind, I think. There's 4 elements. And because I live in Hong Kong, there's a lot of nature, but I do live in the city area of it. It's like really known to be a sort of concrete jungle. So I'm going to try and find those elements within my vicinity. One of the tips for Plein Airpril is actually to sketch in the environment around you, because it's going to be 30 days. It's going to be very strenuous if you're trying to drive out or go to a long distance every day. I am actually just going to do a streetscape and try to play it as a rock environment. I do have a place in mind that I want to try and sketch, which I think won't have a lot of people, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, change of plans, because this is where I originally wanted to be, and I thought it'd be cool to sketch that side, but there's a lot of fan noise coming out, and I think that's the output from the air conditioner that's coming out from inside that mall, so that won't make a really good video. So we are pivoting and we're moving. Honestly, there's so many trees here, I can literally just pick one. But let's explore the area to see what we've got. I don't know if this will make for a really good composition, but I also don't hate it. I think I'm gonna try and incorporate urban and nature blend as much as possible, so I guess we'll set up here. So this is where I'm going to be setting up. It's not super glamorous, there's concrete right there. Views on the other side. You are currently looking at me from that direction, and we're gonna set up. I can show you my face for a bit, but not for long because it's illegal. This is a little bit behind the scenes of my setup. So this is a Daler-Rowney watercolor paper. Actually, I don't know if it's watercolor. I'll link to it down below. This is... oh, okay. So this is my paints, and I think in the move the colors have shifted a little bit. I usually hold down my paper towel with the magnetic bit of the cup easel like so. I have more gouache colors over here. This is my permanent white, and then I have all the rest of the colors here if I need to top it up, which I think I will. I have a pencil to draw in my big shapes. Don't even know what it's for because I did not bring an eraser. Brushes, rosemary, pro art, water cup, and that should get us started. I'm starting off with a rough pencil sketch just to block in the shapes and the placement of some of the big elements in this picture. Okay, I'm trying to think of a strategy here. I think I will go from background to foreground, which is generally the way to go. And I'm gonna start blocking in this bit over here first, and then I'll start to slowly come to the front with brighter colors. It also helps that the colors in the mall are really muted, so I think that'll really help. I decided to paint from background to foreground, so I am focusing first on the grayish color that is on the background of the building area. And here I'm just trying to get it right and to spread it evenly. I realized that this paper, perhaps it's not 100% cotton or something, but it's not spreading the paint as evenly as I would like it, so I'm pushing and pulling the paint around a little bit, and then I'm going over it a few times as well just to make sure I get the right value that I would like. I contemplated putting in more details for the background, but as I'm waiting for it to dry, I decided to fill in the foreground with a little bit of the leaf shapes, the bushes shapes, the gate in the front, the
fence or brick wall that holds up the plant. And I'm just trying to stamp in little details when I realized that this big brush is a little bit hard to use when I'm trying to get in all these smaller shapes. So I switched to a smaller flat. And I really like the size. I think it's a good size to block in shapes. I'm trying to do some muted reds, muted yellows, just to get the shapes in place. And I'm also trying to add a little bit more texture to the background of the building. By putting these lines in, I can get a little bit of perspective as the building curves towards the corners, get closer to each other, and also the horizontal lines are curved downwards slightly. So you can tell the shape of the building just through this perspective element of the lines. I also try to follow the same principle when doing the other elements around it. This was the most nerve-wracking part because I was trying to type in or put in the text element for the building. And here I seem like I know what I'm doing, and then I just completely butcher it up because the spacing doesn't work out the way I planned the background to. And I try to cover that in a bit with blending that color to match the background. And if you look at it from quite far, you can't really tell. It's only when you zoom in that you can tell that the placement is a little bit off. I don't know why, but for some reason I didn't have a black with me this session, so I had a little bit of Prussian blue left, and that's what is contributing to the darker paints, but I was running out, so I just tried to layer some stuff in, add a little bit of darkness so I can have that contrast when compared to the brighter foreground elements such as the trees, the bricks, and the bushes. I'm trying to carve out these shapes of the tree trunks or the plant stems and also the leaves, just using this flat brush without switching to another, maybe a line brush or a round brush, because I just like stamping, and it, I think, gives me the mark that I want and also the looseness that contributes to the gestural feeling of this sketch. here I'm just trying to put in the final elements from the doorway to the left and also the brick elements. I realized this part should have been done maybe in pencil or more precise mechanism, but it's not the focus, I hope, of this painting. And maybe I'll figure out more tricks to do bricks next time for the next sketch.
Alright, that is going to be it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on today's Plein Air adventure. And if you want this kind of content, please let me know by giving a like to this video, dropping a comment down below, or even subscribing. It would really help this channel if you do that and you show your support. Let the YouTube algorithm know what's up. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!